Good afternoon, I'm Ben Willis, and thank you for joining me across the fence. Earlier this summer, we brought you a story from UVM's new research vessel, the Marcel Melisira. Ever since covering the vessel's arrival, I've been looking forward to getting out on it, and finally, I had my chance. Tagging along on a community birding trip organized by UVM professor Alan Strong. So grab your binoculars. Today, we'll be out on Lake Champlain, searching for rare, pelagic, or seabirds. These are bird watchers, lining up for a trip on UVM's hybrid electric diesel research vessel, the Marcel Melisira. We will be tagging along with UVM student Caleb May, a passionate birder, full of excitement to be part of the crew on today's trip.
We're definitely expecting to get a lot of gulls, some loons, some cormorants, but we're fingers crossed we get something really out of the ordinary.
The out-of-the-ordinary birds Caleb is hoping to see are pelagic birds. These avians call the open ocean home and are a rare sight on Lake Champlain.
Every once in a while, they'll somehow end up inland and it makes a huge splash and everyone will come out to try and see it.
Caleb is willing to do the less than coveted job of chumming for a chance to see one of these rare birds. He's driven by a passion for birds which started at a young age.
I've been birding since I was 7. I don't think you get into an activity like birding when you're 7 unless you're passionate about it. And one of the things that I did is I started out just looking in the field guides, like what could I be seeing? And I kind of gained this mysticism about some of the birds in there. So now, as I'm grown up and I'm targeting them more and more, it's like these birds that I've fantasized about seeing for so long are kind of coming to fruition. And birds like Jaegers and kittiwakes, like these pelagic birds that we're hoping to see, they're top of my bucket list.
The first step to attract a pelagic bird is to draw the attention of some common gulls to the ship. Caleb works at this by tossing out cheese balls.
We're trying to get just one ring-billed gull, something common, and then the other rarer birds that are hopefully in the area will see activity, pick up on it, and hopefully migrate over here. So that's the hope. There's a ring-billed gull down there. And we've been chucking all our might, our arsenal of cheese balls, if you will. And no cigar. We just need one, because once one starts eating, then another, and they'll be here in no time. So their gulls are very quick to pick up on that.
But the initial excitement on board begins to ebb as the crew struggles to attract any gulls.
Normally by now they're mobbing the boat, so fingers crossed that things pick up. Come in front, come in front. We still haven't gotten anything that has really keyed in on us yet.
Caleb and the rest of the crew keep at it, circling areas with gulls, tossing their cheese balls, hoping to get a good following of gulls. But so far, they've had no luck. There were even jokes on board as someone spotted circling turkey vultures.
Someone asked if we're desperate. We are indeed desperate.
4 o'clock. Turkey vulture.
Turkey vulture at 4 o'clock.
Good work, Kyle.
Let's see if it'll come in for a dead fish.
But then, a stroke of much-needed luck.
Okay, slow down. It's got to follow us.
Come on, it turned.
Yes.
He's getting the other one.
Success.
Come on. 3. We got 3.
What started as just a few gulls following at a great distance begins to turn into something more significant.
Finally keyed onto us, and we've had him following us for a good 20 minutes now. Hopefully something a bit more exciting, a bit bigger. We'll be gliding in the proximity and notice the activity and pay us a visit.
I learned from Caleb that in lieu of spotting pelagic birds, among these gulls it may even be possible to spot some more interesting species, if one knows what to look for.
There's a lot of intricacies in gull identification, but around these parts, if you see a gull that doesn't have black on its wingtips, you tend to get excited because it's normally something a little bit out of the ordinary. So all these out here have black wingtips, but as soon as you see one that doesn't, it's time to party a little bit.
And that party begins when the trip's youngest participant, Siler Russ, spots a less common species of gull in the distance.
I saw a Bonaparte's gull right off the side of the boat. I'm gonna go let Kyle know. It is a small white gull with a bone patch on the side head and a skinny dark bill. It's my first Bonaparte's gull ever. They're kind of uncommon around here.
I know the feeling of seeing a bird for the first time that you've wanted to see your entire life. And so I had a similar experience with the Bonaparte's gull where knew what it was supposed to look like, knew where it was supposed to be, and it just never came to fruition. And then seeing it for the first time was you just get a feeling in your stomach. It's a visceral experience. It's not just oh cool, I saw it for the first time. It's a physical feeling.
Soon, another rare gull is spotted.
We just saw a great blackback gull, which is the largest gull in North America. Probably, besides the Bonaparte's gull, our most exciting find today. And I never realized how beautiful they were. So I guess all it takes is a couple hours throwing cheese balls in the water to fully appreciate what you're throwing cheese balls at.
The crew begins to toss more than just cheese balls. Now they throw bait, hoping that by chumming the water, they will attract the much sought-after pelagic birds.
Someone's got to get this. Come on.
But as time passes, Caleb notices their bait supply is getting low.
All we got is a couple cheese balls and some bait left, so the race is on. Our food supply versus will a pelagic come and visit us?
Then something truly exciting is seen.
Can you see it? It's all the way over there at the edge of those
As the
clouds.
birders rush to see it, a Jaeger is spotted from the upper deck. It quickly moves into the distance, but not before an intrepid birder snaps these shots. The excited crew then logs this entry.
Identified by sight, low neck visible.
Yeah, it was not like the dark version or the brown version. It was definitely this version.
So that was what we came here for. That's a pelagic bird. Should not really be here most of the time, but it was, and we're happy for it.
As the sun begins to get low in the sky, the ship navigates between the Four Brothers Islands, where large flocks of cormorants can be seen nesting on shore.
A little bit more. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Despite the early challenges, the expedition was a success, with the birders spotting a wide variety of species. I was impressed that throughout the day, Caleb's passion never faded. So with Burlington in sight, I snag him for one final interview. I was curious what he felt he had gained from this trip.
It's amazing to be on this boat for the first time, and it's something that a lot of people haven't done, so it's a great privilege to be out here. I have a greater understanding of the way that the lake works, the fact that we have ocean birds coming and being able to survive on this lake no matter what number they are in, and just a greater understanding of how these huge cormorant populations and these huge gull populations that you would never be able to see from the shore, how they interact and how they affect the ecosystem. And it's given me a greater respect from a bird that I didn't have a whole lot of respect for to begin with.
On the Marcel Melisira out on Lake Champlain, I'm Ben Willis with Across the Fence. To learn more about the Marcel Melisira, visit uvm.edu/rsenr/rubensteinlab. A thank you to everyone here at WCAX who makes this program possible. And as always, thank you for stopping by Across the Fence. Have a great afternoon.